people are so quick to believe the abuse. And it's not even, you don't even have to be the type of person that's abusive. They just want to believe the people because sometimes the woman may be attractive or she may be connected. Or again, it may just be with law enforcement, but every aspect of domestic violence is designed to destroy male offenders. It's like you, even if male victims, excuse me, if you're a victim, you're made an offender as a male, even if you're a victim.
Yeah, no, you're right. The society norm is to believe that all women are the poor, vulnerable victims. And like you touched on, that if you've got a domestic violence order, majority of society think that there must be a reason. That's justified because they don't just hand them out. But once, as you know, once you get dragged into the system, I mean, I've had 3 of them over a 5-year span.
Me
And,
too, me
you
too.
know, and for no reason. I mean, there was no evidence. There was no proof. These affidavits had the most outlandish, fabricated statements that look, pardon the French, but a trained monkey could see the bullshit that was written in there.
Yeah.
You know, you didn't have to be an articulated individual to say, hang on, geez, this, even in the very first one that she made to police, in the transcript, the police officer asked her, now, are you sure these are true statements you're making? Because he's going to say you've just made this up to gain an advantage in your family court matter. She didn't even respond. She just broke down and cried.
And they
So
didn't even push it.
they knew exactly what she was doing, and they allowed her to continue to do this over. I spent 8 years in the family court.
Wow.
I walked in the door with 3 girls, come out the other end. Maybe I'm lucky enough to have a relationship with one of my daughters in the future, if I'm lucky, you know. And my only crime, Clayton, was I stood up and I said, no, I'm not going to allow my kids to be traumatized like this. I'm a protective father. I've not done any of the things that she's alleged of me, and I'll be stuffed if I'm going to allow this to keep happening to other fathers and families. And because of that, I found myself being targeted. Earlier this year, I put up a post on Facebook asking fathers to reach out and touch base with me if they'd like to talk about their nightmare experiences in family court. 2 days later, I had 6 police officers in my house
Wow.
issue a warrant and seize all of my electronic devices.